Hello everyone, this is Himanshu Vastav. Welcome back to my YouTube channel cat.in. So today we will do another part practice lecture, and this is the part. It is a picture of holding some shaft, and these are the holes for the anchoring, and this is the base body. So from this view, we can see this. This can be the top view because as we can see this loop from the top. This must be the front view from this view, from this angle of projection. So we can see this loop, and the edges of the cylinder on like this. And from this side, this will be the side view or right view. We can see this structure or this faces or loop. So always start from the bottom. So we can use this loop in the right plane and extrude it up to this edge, or we can use the front plane and create this loop, this rectangular section, and extrude it up to this edge, and then we go for this face and draw this loop and extrude cut it. So let's get started on the front plane so that will cover all the previous topics also. So I am going for this front plane, and make sure that your unit is in mm. So let's just first take this into mm and go for this front plane, click on this and go for this rectangular section, and always go for center rectangle as it is a good practice. Okay, now it is 75, right? And this one is I think 15. You can see from the front view this is 75 by 15, and go for the okay and extrude it, and also go for this mid plane option. It is also the good practice to use. Now the extrusion depth, so where can we find this extrusion depth, because I'm not seeing it on the front view, right? So go for the side view. As we can see, this edge is on the side view, but it is also not showing in the side view. So we will go for the top view. So top view, we can see this edge and this edge. So this edge, it is showing here 56, right? So we go for this 56. Understood? Now complete the sketch. So in order to extrude cut this portion, we go for this face and we click on the sketch. As we already know, go for the center rectangle again, or if we want, we can also go for the normal rectangle also. Now it is going downside, so let's just create another rectangle, another line like this. I'm using this step because so that you can understand properly and not trim this portion. So we have this loop again. Okay, and now our dimension we can see from the side view only. So we can see from here that is the depth of the height of this rectangle is 5. So we can make this dimension as a 5. Now what is happening is it is going down, right? So what we can do, we can now in this case we can put relation. So how can we put relation? We click on this line like this. We select this line and we click on control and we click on this line, and what we can do, add relation is collinear. So it is automatically get collinear to this edge, right? Now the from the edges it is showing 12, and from this side is also showing 12. We can see here, or you can also make the dimension of this edge, this line, as 75 minus 24, because 12 plus 12 24. Or the simpler practice is use the dimension from the edges, 12 on this side and 12 at this side, like this, right? So it is fully defined sketch, right? So let's go for this complete sketch, and we will go for this feature and go for the extrude cut and extrude cut up to all. We can use this also, we can use also through all, right? So let's click on it. So we have created this bottom feature. Now what we need is we need the top circle on this faces, and extrude it and extrude cut it. Now from the view we can see that extrusion is through all, like this from here. So when the dia is 12, the edges is 15, and y direction is 28. So it is simple. So what we can do, we go for this top view. Let's just create a center line. So we can, in case we create circle at the this side, so we can mirror it on this side also. So let's go for the dimension. From this edge to this edge, it is showing 15 from here, from the center to edge, and from this edge to this edge, it is showing 28 from here. So we go for the 28, and again from the diam perspective, we go for this dia. Understood? I think it is clear. Now what we can do, we go for this mirror tool. Entities to mirror like this. Mirrored about is this, and we have the our structure, and it is fully defined also. Now click on complete sketch, and what we can do, what we will do, we will extrude cut it, and let's just click on it. So we have completed the our bottom portion. I think you understood it. If you have any query, please ask. Now, in order to create this structure, see, this structure is at a height of 38, right? So whenever you find this type of structure, this circular structure having some rectangular edge like this, so the good practice is to create this loop all together, from this to this all together, and extrude it up to whatever the distance is. What is the distance is 25. But in order to create this loop, we have to create a plane at a height of 38 from this edge, right? So what we can do, we already know how to create a plane, so we go for plane. First reference will be this, and it is at this side, right? And we go for 28. So we provide the distance or depth 28, right? So we created our plane. Now we select this plane and we click on OK. Now whatever we will draw, it will be at this 38 distance. So let's get started. You can see from this edge, the center of the circle is 100. So what we will do, we create a center line like this, and the distance of the center line is 100. As we are making this as a construction of center line, so it will not be a part of the sketch, but we can use this reference. Now we will draw these two circles at radius 18. So outer will be dia 36, inner will be dia 22. So we draw this 36, and this one is 22, right? I think it is clear. Now again, you can see from here to here, sorry, from center to this edge, it is showing 36 distance. So what we will do, we again go for the center line. We click up to here, and for the dimension, we choose from here to here, it is showing 36, right? Now we can do what we can do. Tell me what is this distance? This distance we can see here from is 12. So what we can do, we create a line like this, or we can use the offset tool, right? So let's just go for the line because we already use this offset feature already. So what we will do, we let's just create this line and this point as a horizontal, so it will get to this line. Okay, this point to this point, it will be 6, right? And we can mirror it also. So we go for the mirror tool, entity, mirror about like this, and we close the loop. Sorry, and we close the loop from here to here. Now the structure is fully defined, but you can see from this edge, it is not a loop, and also we have this undefined points, right? So we go for the trim option, we click and we trim this. Now what is happening is, instead of deleting this line, I also delete the mirror line. So let's just again go for, okay, so I think the symmetry option is deleted. So okay, let's suppose it is fully defined. Okay, in this case, because I am not taking any error in this position, because it is actually okay. So we go for this okay tool and we extrude it. So this loop is in the bottom edge because we have gone for 38 distance. So 38 is in the bottom. Now what we will do, we will go for this extrusion of 25. So we go for 25 distance and we put up to like this. I think it is clear. Now the other thing is, we want to create this face. So in start, I use this extrusion as a mid option. So we, our right plane is in the middle of this structure, you can see. So we can use this structure and create this same loop, right? So what we can do, we will go for this sketch, we will go for this right plane, and from this edge to this edge, we will create this one, and we go again for this structure and we create this loop and we close the loop. Simple. Tell. I don't think it is any problem or it is any kind of problem to you because it is very simple sketch, right? We just use this edges and we just create from this edge. You can see from this edge to this edge and from this edge to this edge, right? Why I'm using this edge because it is in this edge, not in this edge. Okay. Now what we will do, we go for the extrusion. Click OK. Go for the extrusion. Extrusion on both sides. And how much is the distance? 12, as we already know. And tada, we have created the sketch. We have created this part. If you have any query, anything, guys, please let me know. And also make sure you have created this. We in when you are trimming this portion, you have not trimming the mirror tool. That is why it is going underdefined. So thank you very much, guys. And again, we will go for this practice tool again and again. And in our next lecture, we will see this mirror tool and other 3D mirror tool and other features of fillet and chamfers. So stay tuned and thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe with your friends, with your who are needed. Thank you very much.